Hello, and welcome to Jamila's Stamping Grounds. Today I would like to show you how I created this cute little bow that I have on this tag to decorate my gift box. Here are a couple other samples that I've created using some seam binding, taffeta ribbon, and some thick baker's twine. Today I'll move these out of the way and I'm going to show you how to do this using a piece of seam binding and cherry cobbler. The first thing that we want to do is take a piece of cardstock, and I would like my bows to be kind of small like I did here in my thick baker's twine, and so you have the width of your cardstock would be how wide you would like your bow to be. If you would, this bow would have used a very wide piece, this one would use a narrower piece, and even narrower for this one. So this is how wide it'll be. And I figured out how to do this from when I had done my pom-poms from my paper pumpkin kit in November. I'm going to cut a V very close up to each other, point, so that I only have, I'll put it down here so you can see I have just a little bit of cardstock left that will be easy for me to tear when I want to remove it from the bow. So then I take my bow, or I take my ribbon, pardon me, and I'm going to have a piece that trails off about 4 or 5 inches, and I'm going to fold it over that crease. So it's going to start by folding it over. Folding it over right there on that cut V. Then I bend it over that edge and wind it around once, twice, and that will bring it back to the front, which will make 3 bows. I am then going to put it around the back through that slit in the cardstock and bring it to the front through the slit on the other side. And then I'm going to take the first piece and put that through the slit the back and bring it around to the slit on this side. So now I have 2 pieces here. Ribbon through the slits. I will tie it into a knot as tight as or into the first part of a knot as tight as I possibly can to hold that there. All right, and then you'll see later these are going to be the actual tails down from the bow, and here are the bow pieces. Now what I'm going to do is remove the cardstock. So I'm going to bend it over a bit and tear it inside to remove it. And then I'm going to tie this even tighter, and then I'll bend this piece and remove it. And there I will tie a final twist in the tails of the bow to make a final knot behind the bows, and then I will take the different layers of bow out from inside. Sometimes you need to get your scissors in there to get those pulled out. And there we go. So then I can start to pull out each of those 3 different pieces of ribbon I wound around the cardstock. That one is just not cooperating. I'll start on this side, it'll be easier to see. And I'm pulling them apart so that you'll have your bow. And if I can get that 3rd little piece to come out, excuse my shaking hands. There we go. So now I've got all 3 pieces on each side pulled out, and you sort of have to play with it a bit. And then that will be my bow that I will have. Thank you for joining me today on Jamila's Stamping Grounds and learning how to make a multiple layered bow.